The Type 74 is a main battle tank of the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force. It was built by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries as a replacement for the earlier Type 61. It was based on the best features of a number of contemporary designs, placing it in the same class as the US M60 or German Leopard 1. Like these designs, it mounts the Royal Ordnance L7 105mm gun. The design did not enter widespread use until 1980, by which point other Western forces were starting the introduction of much more capable designs. History: the JGSDF started studies on a new tank design with Mitsubishi in 1962, as it was realized that the Type 61 would not be able to defeat the latest Soviet designs like the T-62. Features from several designs were incorporated, including the controllable suspension of the US German MBT-70 project, the hull of the Leopard 1, and the L7 105mm gun. The design included a rotating cupola for the commander, and a new autoloader for the main gun. Prior to the 1965 decision to design an entirely new tank, some technologies which would later be used in the STB-1 were already in development independently in Japan. The design was finalized in 1964 and various test rigs were built between 1964 and 1967. Design Armament During the development stage, engineers opted for a license on the NATO standard Royal Ordnance 105mm cannon. The part that Japan imported for license production was only the barrel. Breech, recoil system and mantlet around the cannon were later built in Japan. The full length of the cannon, including all parts just mentioned, was 5,592 mm long and the total weight was 2,800 kilograms. Initially the main gun only used APDS and HEP as its primary ammunition. Later it was modified to fire APF SDS and heat MP shells as well. Secondary armament consisted of a 12.7mm anti-aircraft machine gun and a 7.62 coaxial machine gun. Mobility The Type 74 tank has the Mitsubishi 10ZF Model 2110 cylinder 2-stroke cycle diesel engine providing 750 horsepower. At 19 horsepower per ton, its power-to-weight ratio is similar to the French AMX-30. The maximum quoted road speed of the Type 74 is 53 km per hour, but its top speed is at least 60 km per hour. Armor Type 74 adopts welded bulletproof steel plates instead of composite armor, which is later used on Type 90 main battle tank. However, sloped armor is extensively used to defeat armor-piercing shells and other kinetic energy penetrators. Type 74 has a frontal hull armor of 80 mm. Due to its heavily sloped nature, its effective armor thickness goes up to 189 mm for upper glacis and 139 mm for lower glacis. The side armor of Type 74 is 35 mm thick while the armor at the back is 25 mm thick. The frontal armor of the cast steel turret has been estimated to be 195 mm. When compare Type 74 with other second-generation main tanks, its armor is worse than T-62 but better than Leopard 1. Service: the first prototype, designated STB-1, was delivered in late 1968 and underwent a number of modifications until 1969. The autoloader proved too complex and expensive, and was removed. Additionally, the remote-controlled anti-aircraft machine gun was removed. The design of the turret was also changed, becoming longer. These changes resulted in the STB-3, which was delivered in 1971. The final prototype, designated STB-6, was delivered in 1973. Production finally started as the Type 74 in September 1975, with 225 being delivered by January 1980. Production ended in 1989, with total production running to 893 examples. In service, the tanks were updated with the addition of infrared images for the commander and gunner, and a laser rangefinder in the commander's cupola. The gunner's position included a digital fire control computer, fed range data from the commander's rangefinder. Rounds for the main gun were upgraded from HEP to APF SDS and heat MP. The Type 74 was generally outdated even before it entered service. The Type 90 was to have replaced it outright, but with the ending of the Cold War these plans were scaled back. In 1993 4 Type 74s were improved to the new Type 74 Chi, Type 74 Mod G, standard, adding a passive infrared camera, side skirts, and so on. The upgrade proved to be extremely expensive, and the program was dropped. Variants: Type 74 First Mod, Type 74 Mod B, Type 74 Mod C, Type 74 Mod D, Type 74 Mod E, Type 74 Mod F, Type 74 Mod G Chi, Type 87 Self-Propelled Anti-Aircraft Gun, Type 78 Armored Recovery Vehicle, Type 91 Armored Vehicle Launched Bridge. Operators: Japan, 893 produced between September 1975 and 1989, with 225 delivered by January 1980. 822 in service in 1990, 870 in service in 1995 and 2000, 700 in service in 2006. See also, Type 61, Type 74, Type 90, Type 10. References: Jane's Armor and Artillery 2005-2006. 74 1/4 74 1/4 74 1/4 In the Amazing World of Gumball series, Gumball, the series protagonist attempts the Komaji cheat code to summon a Type 74 tank. External links: official JGSDF page, globalsecurity.org, onwa.com, FAS, historyofwar.org,